Imagine a man plotting the end of his marriage not through divorce, but through murder. Could you picture it? This was the reality of Roger Scaggs. Roger was your everyday man, a successful business executive with a seemingly perfect family life. A loving wife, Penny, and a beautiful home filled with the laughter of their children. But beneath this facade of normalcy lurked a sinister plan. As Penny busied herself with their children and home, Roger was meticulously plotting to end their marriage in the most horrific way imaginable. This wasn't a spontaneous act of rage. No, it was a cold, calculated plan. He wasn't seeking a fresh start through the traditional channels of separation or divorce. Instead, he chose a path so chilling it still sends shivers down our spines. Roger Scaggs, a man we thought we knew, was crafting a deadly plan, unbeknownst to his unsuspecting wife Penny. In a room filled with the harmony of music, a discordant note of violence was about to be struck. The music room where Penny Scaggs spent her last moments. It was a sanctuary, a place where Penny's fingers danced across the keys of her beloved baby grand. The piano, a silent witness to a joyous symphony, turned tragic. The room, once echoing with melodies, bore the harsh, silent testament of violence. Penny's life was brutally taken in the very space that had been a refuge of artistry and joy. The baby grand, once a source of harmony, transformed into the backdrop of a chilling crime, its keys stained with the discord of Penny's untimely end. The music room, once alive with Penny's melodies, was abruptly silenced, the once vibrant notes now replaced with the deafening quiet of loss. In the chilling silence that followed, Penny's melody was forever silenced, and the music room became a chilling crime scene. Behind the facade of a loving husband, Roger harbored a dark obsession. A younger woman had captivated his desires, spiraling him into a deadly plot. Roger, once a respected family man, found himself ensnared in the allure of a clandestine affair. His heart now belonged to another, a woman barely out of her youth. This dangerous liaison was more than a mere dalliance. It was an obsession that consumed Roger, clouding his judgment and corroding his moral compass. As his infatuation for this younger woman grew, so did his disdain for his wife Penny. He began to view her not as his partner, but as a roadblock to his newfound happiness. This twisted desire, coupled with his growing resentment towards Penny, led him down a treacherous path. It would ultimately influence his heinous decision to end his wife's life. In his quest for a new life, Roger chose the darkest path, leaving a trail of deceit and destruction. The ripple effect of Roger's actions didn't stop at Penny. It tore through the fabric of their family, leaving their daughter in an impossible dilemma. The shockwaves of the murder reverberated through the once harmonious family home, transforming it into a chilling crime scene marked by betrayal and loss. Suddenly, their daughter found herself in the eye of this storm, her world irrevocably altered. She was forced to confront the chilling reality that her father, a man she had admired and loved, was the architect of her mother's untimely demise. The family portrait was now tarnished, the memories of shared laughter and love marred by the dark shadow of her father's heinous act. The emotional turmoil was immense, a relentless tide of grief, anger, confusion, and despair. Without a guide, she had to navigate the labyrinth of her feelings, grappling with questions that had no easy answers. In the wake of this tragedy, a family was shattered, and a daughter was left grappling with the horrifying truth. The man we thought Roger was merely a facade. As investigators peeled back the layers, they uncovered a web of lies. A secret life, hidden behind a veneer of respectability, emerged from the shadows. He was entangled in a clandestine affair, his deceitful actions contradicting his public persona. The discovery of damning evidence, including clandestine love letters and covert meetings, led to his conviction. Roger, the master puppeteer, had his strings cut. In the cold light of truth, Roger's deceitful melody was finally silenced. Penny's tragic tale is not just a story of betrayal and loss. It's also a call to awareness and empowerment for women everywhere. Her story teaches us that trust should never blind us from the signs of deceit. It underscores the importance of self-reliance and the courage to question, even in a marriage. It's a stark reminder that we must foster our own strength, our own identity. In remembering Penny, we are reminded to listen to our intuition, to protect ourselves, and to never allow anyone to silence our melody.